Today on Earth Focus, illegal gold mining in Peru destroys lives and the environment. A look at the new film, Amazon Gold, coming up on Earth Focus.
The jungle begins to get patchier, and then patchier, and then patchier. And soon it's just a little chunks of trees there, and it's mud. We can hear a motor down somewhere over there. So we walk across this hill, and we come upon this enormous hole.
Illegal gold mining is an issue that has hit big time the image of Peru and the concerns of the government.
Mercury is one of the most toxic natural substances that we know of. The amount of mercury that goes into gold mining in Madre de Dios is estimated to be on the order of about 30 tons per year. That's a tremendous amount of mercury.
The issues that you see today with gold mining are not that different with the drug trade. Illegal logging, illegal gold mining, and drug trafficking, the three of those mafias are tied together.
We went down to have a look at gold mining because gold mining is one of the underlying things that's destroying this enormous intact rainforest.
What we're seeing here is an example of something that's happening all along the Amazon. We're seeing a boom of gold extraction.
Amazing.
It has taken the miners a week to destroy a habitat that took millions of years to evolve.
For every ounce of gold extracted, the miners add an equal amount of mercury. The metal mercury is generally a liquid, and it has a particular affinity for gold. Poured into a slurry with tiny flecks of gold, the mercury binds to them, making them easy to retrieve.
Mercury poisoning affects the human body by affecting the nervous system. When you have high levels of mercury that are in the blood, the hair, the urine, which are the major bioindicators, it indicates that there's going to be effect on the brain. People have lower IQ levels. They have balance issues. They have aggressiveness issues. They have problems with hearing, with sight, taste. Much of the mercury that's used in the process of concentrating that gold is lost. It's dumped into the rivers and lakes of the area that you have the mine in. Mercury has the unusual ability of concentrating and magnifying in the food chain. And as it moves up the food chain, as one animal eats another, in this case fish, it concentrates, it accumulates. They have concentrations that are millions or tens of millions of times higher than the water that they live in. It's a perfect mechanism to be able to concentrate in a form that affects the next consumer. In many cases, those are people. The Carnegie Institution for Science has conducted research in Madre de Dios since 2008. We've found that the levels of mercury have been increasing in line with the amount of gold production that has been occurring in the region. In a study that was published in March 2013, we found that in the city of Puerto Maldonado, the capital of Madre de Dios, that 60% of the species that are sold in the food markets in Puerto Maldonado exceed EPA limits for safe consumption of fish because of mercury.
No one thinks about the whole 40 meters away or the whole 40 meters beyond that or the whole 40 meters beyond that. What they think about is, this is my hole, and at the end of today, I'm gonna make $80. And then you know what? When this hole doesn't play out anymore, I'll make a new hole.
With this film, our hope is to create awareness, to activate others, to help stop this apocalyptic activity of illegal gold mining, because it's not only affecting the people that live in the area, it's a human rights violation, it's affecting the most important biodiverse area filled with species on the planet. So it affects everyone worldwide, these activities. And so what I hope to accomplish is to create awareness and activate others to protect this area.
This is a very bizarre scene. Wait a second. Holy cow. Wait a second.
Mira la copa.
Sí, sí, eso es lo que estoy mirando. This is a Brazilian tree. Holy cow. Yeah. It's a Brazilian tree. And this tree has no future. It's just at the edge. It's gonna fall down very soon. Suddenly the light comes in, and it was one of these, I don't know, it's one of the most surreal experiences I ever had in my life. And the part that was actually breaking my heart big time was that I'm an ornithologist. You know, I know the bird calls one by one. And in this place, we were looking at this hole, and there are all these machines and all this surreal world, and it's just hell. And behind me, I hear all the birds I know singing, defending territories, and that was really moving. There is a message of hope, and that's one of the things I want to emphasize, is that when you see the movie, you may get the feel of hopelessness. And truly speaking, there is a good reason to be hopeful. 3 weeks ago, there were pacific demonstrations of people, peasants, in the streets, which paralyzed a very important economic center in Peru, Puno, which is just south from where the movie takes place. This is the first time there are people demonstrating pacifically, you know, and paralyzing a city, demanding action. And this is a very strong signal of hope. And that's something that is motivating me big time, because this is what is going to make the change.
Even for all the challenges that were involved in creating this film, we see that it makes a difference, and we can see that we're reaching individuals, and we had an audience of middle school and high school kids. And what was great about that is their response to the film. They came forward and they had many questions of why, and then what can be done? You know, what are the solutions? What can we do as young people? And so that was very stimulating for us, and that made it so worthwhile.
You sit there and you listen to these children, and you realize they really got it. They're walking away from this film. They're going to go home, tell their parents, and hopefully this will start a movement.
We're at that moment where if we are not acting, the scale goes in another direction. This is critical moments, you know, more than ever in history.
U.S. airwaves, a global channel of uncompromising stories. World news, documentaries, entertainment, and culture. Link TV, connecting you to the world. For more information, visit linktv.org.